Rule number 8. Be the person everyone wants to work for. The way that you treat people will have a major impact on how well you do in business. If you want your team members to give you their best work, make a concerted effort to be the person that everyone wants to work for. This goes beyond deciding not to be a jerk. You have to actively work with and invest in your team members. By making an extra effort to treat your partners and employees well, your team will be more likely to give you their best work and be less likely to jump ship to another company. I have worked in a couple of different organizations that have not treated their employees well and saw the resulting damage. Employees in these organizations rarely did more than the bare minimum because they did not respect their employer. Employees did not really care if the company succeeded and refused to bring their best ideas to their bosses because they did not think they would listen. There was frequent turnover, and these organizations were simply not fun places to work. Because of these experiences, I have committed to treating my employees well. Guidelines for the boss when you are the boss. The following are my own guidelines that I have developed over the years from my positive and negative experiences as an employee and an employer. Don't micromanage. If you trust someone enough to hire them to do a job, give them the freedom to get their job done without hovering over them. By providing too much instruction and focusing on inconsequential details, you will waste your team's time and your own. Be conscious of your team's time. Be reasonable with your timetable when asking your team members to manage their deadlines for work with their personal time. Do not ask them to do things that you would not do yourself or ask your spouse to do. If they work normal business hours, you should not give them a task on a Friday afternoon with a deadline of Monday morning. Be transparent with your team members. Your employees should have a complete picture of how your company works and makes money. They should have a clear understanding of how their particular role contributes to the overall mission of the company. You should be open to questions about your company from team members. There is rarely ever a time when keeping secrets from team members helps grow the company. Even if your team member is curious about some of the company's general financial information, it is not likely that they are going to revolt if they know how much money you're making. Which brings us to the next point. Compensate well. When it comes to paying your team members, do not be cheap. By paying above average salaries, you will attract great talent and give them a reason to stay with your company for the long term. Having great people on your team will bring in far more value than the added cost of higher salaries. Consider offering end of the year bonuses or profit sharing plans so that your team members can participate in the success of your company. Employees who see how contributing to your company's success is recognized and rewarded will want to continue producing ideas to further the company's gains as well as their own. Surprise your team members. Every now and then, do something nice for your employees that goes beyond their regular compensation package. Doing so will show your employees how much you value them, especially if you make the gesture personal. I have a virtual assistant who was not able to afford a plane ticket to spend Christmas with his family, so the company bought him a ticket. These gestures do not have to be grand or terribly expensive to be effective. I have sent team members movie tickets, t-shirts, gift cards, and a variety of other small gifts to show them that I care. People appreciate feeling appreciated. Be tough but fair. I provide a lot of latitude to team members who get their work done, but I do not have much patience for team members who make a lot of excuses. Set clear expectations and consequences for employees who are having trouble getting their work done and stick to them.